Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Craft Scraps. Why I always do that, I don't know. Welcome back to the Craft Scraps. I am Lauren, and today we are going to be playing with some printable vinyl. So printable vinyl is just like sticker paper in the sense that you can print on it, and it kind of peels off just like a sticker. It's not as temperamental as regular vinyl, but as opposed to sticker paper, it's permanent, it's weather resistant, it lasts like vinyl would last. So today I'm going to be using this printable vinyl that Auntie Tay sent me. So no packaging or anything, she just sent them to me in this form. So I really enjoyed using it, and I have the final product to show you guys. So because school is coming up, I do not have children, but I have two nieces and a nephew. If you're new here, you did not know that, but I usually make everything for them. So I made these little pencil boxes for them, and I made some vinyl decals for them. So I don't know why I went with this fruit theme, but I just thought it was kind of cute. So it has like their name on them, and then I'm going to fill them with some goodies. So that's basically it. So all you need is a printer, some printable vinyl, and your Cricut, and that's about it. So hopefully you like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified. Go follow me on Instagram if you have an Instagram, and that's about it. So let's get started. Alright, so for our printable vinyl decals, this is what I'm going to be making. So, sorry, I just turned my Cricut machine on, so it's gonna go through its little sound effects. So I am doing some pencil cases for my nieces and my nephew, and I thought it would just be fun to use these little fruit decals. I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cute and different, so I have their names on there already. So I'll show you guys how I did these. So I basically just found the images in Design Space. So come over here to Images, and I'll show you guys how I did the watermelon. So the watermelon slice I did was this one. So I just clicked on it, and you can see it's right down here, so it's ready to go. So if you wanted to upload multiple images into Design Space without having to go back and forth, you could just click as many as you want, and it'll insert them all at the same time down here. So I'm going to go to Insert Images, so you can see this is ready to go, but we want this to be printable, so we're not going to cut this out of vinyl and layer it. You could definitely do that, but I wanted to do this as a printable vinyl decal. So all you have to do is come up here, or no, actually come down here and click flatten. And so now, I'll show you guys kind of like what happens. So over here, you can see it has all these different layers of the watermelon. So if we wanted to do this in vinyl, we would need red vinyl, black vinyl, green vinyl, white vinyl. But since we want to do this as a printable image, all we have to do is click on it, come over here to flatten, and so you can see now it looks kind of soft because now it's printable. And so now if we look over here at our little toolbar, you could see it's a print and cut image. So it's basically good to go. So I kind of like straightened it out a little bit. So to add the name, all I did was I created a text box, and I'm using my go-to Magnolia Sky font. No, I don't want to type it out. I want to write her name, Madeline. All right, so I'm going to ungroup this like I would with any script font, and I'm going to move the letters closer together. And I say this in every video where I do this. Yes, I know we can use the letter space, but I prefer to move them myself. So now I'm going to hold down my mouse and select everything and click weld. So now it's one chunk of text, and now it's all connected like a normal script font. So I'm going to come up here, and this is where I can change the color of my font. So I want it to be white. So I'm going to change it to white, and now I want this to kind of go on top of the watermelon. So I'm going to come over here and unlock it and just resize this to fit my watermelon. All right, and so again, if we look over here at our toolbar, this is showing us that the font is going to be cut out, which is not what we want. We want it to print like one single decal with the watermelon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my mouse down and I'm going to drag, so it's going to select both my watermelon and my font. I'm going to click attach. So now my font is attached to the watermelon, but it still thinks we want to cut it. So while everything is still highlighted, I'm just going to come over here to flatten, and now it's ready to go as one print and cut image. So I basically did that to all 3 of these, and now, really simple, all I have to do is come over here to make it. All right, so this is our print and cut screen. It's basically ready to go. So I'm going to come over here and click continue. And so this is our printer settings, pretty basic. There is this bleed option here, and basically what bleed does is it adds a little outline or a little bleed of color, if you will, to your image. So it basically gives your blade a little bit of wiggle room to cut around so that you aren't left with a white edge around your image. So I'll show you what I mean when we actually cut. It'll make a little bit more sense. So I'm just gonna click print, and then I'll switch you guys over to the camera so you guys can see how we're actually going to print it. So to load your printable vinyl, so the printer I'm using, the paper goes like this, so it doesn't like do the weird like cartwheel flippy thing. So I'm placing my printable vinyl in the printer with the vinyl side up, and then it's going to cut around it, and then we'll basically peel it off like a sticker. So I'm just gonna load like that, just like normal paper, and then it will print. Also, it should note, if you have sticker paper, you could basically follow the exact same guidelines. I also have some sticker paper here too I totally could have used, but I wanted to use the vinyl because I'll link it below. It's Auntie Tay sent me some of this printable vinyl. And basically it's weatherproof, it's permanent, it's a little more sturdy than the sticker paper, but this is a totally good option as well. Alright, so like I said, I've hit print, so now it's going to print on our printable vinyl. All right, so you can see our decals here. They're so cute. I love them. Okay, so for our settings here, I'm gonna go to browse all materials, and I'm gonna type in vinyl, and I'm gonna see what my options are. Perfect, there's a printable vinyl right here, so that's the one I'm gonna use. If you have the Explorer Air 2 machine with the dial, all you're going to want to do is move your dial to custom, and you can search for the materials that way. Alright, so now our machine is ready, our light is blinking, so, oh, I don't even have my mat out. Gosh. So I'm just using my blue light grip mat for this, nothing crazy. And I'm putting, make sure you guys can see this. And I'm putting my vinyl on the mat, just like this, just like I would normally. And you want to pay attention to what position your images are. So for example, let's say I had some like weird shapes on here and they were like faced this way. I would want to make sure I position my vinyl exactly how it looks in your print and cut screen in Design Space. Alright, so this is ready to go. So I'm just going to load it like I normally would. And hit cut like I normally would. So right now what it's doing is it's looking at those black registration marks, and this is basically how it figures out, that's not a technical term, but figures out where exactly to cut. Alright, so now it's done its thing, so now it's actually going to start cutting. So it's cutting our orange, it's going to cut our pineapple. Alright, so we can unload our mat now. Alright, so these are the pencil boxes I got from the Target dollar spot. They were, doesn't have the price on here, but I want to say they were like, maybe like $1 no, actually, I lied. I got these at Michael's. I think these were, gosh, I don't know how much they were, but they were inexpensive. They were like maybe like $2. So I put some little pencil sharpeners in here. This is Cooper's box, and some little pencils, and they have these little grippy things too. These I did get at the Target dollar spot. This was $3 and this was $1. So pretty good deal. And you know, obviously I have to get them all the exact same thing, so there's no favorites. And this is Morgan's, so she got the same thing. And then Madeline's. So now I can take my printable vinyl off of the mat. And now basically I'm just gonna kind of peel these off like a sticker. So I'll zoom in so you guys can see it. So I'm basically just going to peel this off like a sticker, and I'll use my weeding tool to kind of get it started. So I got it started there. And now I'm just going to peel gently. And you can't see what the, like how the bleed really helped us here, but you'll be able to see it on the orange because the bleed here is white, so it's kind of hard to see. So I'm just gonna put this on her pencil box, just right in the middle here. And so how cute does that look? Love that. All right, so now for Morgan, she is the pineapple. Again, I'm going to just use my weeding tool to help me. Alright, so I'm just going to peel this off. And here you can see better how the weed kind of helped us. so you can see that yellow outline and green outline. So if we wouldn't have had that, we would have probably had like a white little outline around our image, so it really helps. So now I'm going to put this on Morgan's. And again, I'll link this permanent vinyl below. If you guys are interested, you can use my code, the Craft Scraps, and get 10% off. I do receive a small commission, so no worries if you don't want to use it, but if you are interested. So our little Mogan, she's starting kindergarten, her and Cooper. All right, so now we have the orange. I think it's easier to just kind of peel it like a sticker instead of using the weeding tool. It's a little bit easier. Again, you can see how the bleed helped us with the orange. So now we have Cooper's. There you have it. Cooper is done. All right, guys, so there you have it. We are all done with our printable vinyl little decals here for our pencil boxes. I hope you guys found this helpful. I'm sorry there's a gigantic airplane going over our apartment right now. That was aggressive. Okay, so I hope you guys found this helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. And as always, happy crafting!